Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has suspended Fubara, the governor of Rivers State.
Governor of Rivers State, Mr. Similai Fubara, his deputy, Mrs. Ngozi Oju, and all elected members of the House of Assembly State are hereby suspended.
Not just that, he has also declared Rivers State as a state of emergency, thereby appointing a new administrator, a new military leader for Rivers State for the next 6 months, identified as Admiral Onok Ete Ibas. But what has triggered a lot of reaction is that Nigerian legal practitioners, senior advocates, and those who know the constitution of Nigeria are saying that this suspension and taking over a river state by the military is illegal. That it is nowhere in the constitution of Nigeria for a sitting president to sack or suspend a governor. And not just that, what has triggered a lot of reaction is that viral pictures of the former governor of River State, Nyesom Wike, and the newly appointed River State administrator, the supposed military administrator, has gone viral. And a lot of people have questioned, is this Wike's friend? Because this whole chaos in River State is caused by Nyesom Wike, allegedly. Yes, because there's been rift between Nyesom Wike and Fubara, and that's what has generated this whole thing. How can a governor that the state voted for be suspended because of one man, allegedly? Wike is the cause of all of this. And so a lot of people are even saying, instead of Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to put a call to Nyesom Wike and tell him, guy, focus on Abuja, focus in Abuja and do your assignment. He's now following the back door to do what Wike wants, allegedly, by sacking Fubara and bringing in a new administrator who is very close to Nyesom Wike. Anyway, guys, let's take a look at some of the reaction before you watch the video of what the president said immediately he declared River state of emergency. Okay, legendary Nollywood actress and a politician in River State Hilda Dokubo wrote and said, "State of emergency because for 2 years we have had peace. State of emergency because you want to capture the economy soul of River State. State of emergency because of one man, shameless. Perhaps Mr. President should say he wants to annex River State." The former Nigerian Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, also wrote and said, "The declaration of a state of emergency in River State reeks of political manipulation and outright bad faith. Anyone paying attention to the unfolding crisis knows that Bola Tinubu has been a vested partisan actor in the political turmoil engulfing Rivers. His blatant refusal or calculated negligence in preventing this escalation is nothing short of disgraceful." So obviously, from what they are saying here, Nigerian president is supporting Wike to remove Fubara from River State as governor. Allegedly, allegedly. So Atiku went further to say, beyond the political scheming in Rivers, the brazen security breaches that led to the condemnable destruction of national infrastructure in the state land squarely on the president's desk. Tinubu cannot evade responsibility for the chaos his administration has either enabled or failed to prevent. It is an unforgivable failure that under Tinubu's watch, the Niger Delta has been thrown back into an era of violence, unrest, and instability. Undoing the hard-won peace secured by the late president, Omar Yar'Adua, may so rest in peace. So that man brought us peace, but they did not allow him to leave. Years of progress have been recklessly erased in pursuit of selfish political calculations. And you guys know that Wike is Tinubu's right man. All the Mugu election rigging and everything allegedly that happened in Rivers for Tinubu to be president, Wike was man of the moment. That was when he betrayed our dear P2B. Back to what we were reading. So, Atiku, the former vice president, went further to say, if federal infrastructure in Rivers have been compromised, the president bears full responsibility. Punishing the people of Rivers State just to serve the political gamesmanship between the governor and official Bola Ahmed Tinubu enablers in the federal government is nothing less than an assault on democracy and must be condemned in the strongest term. Signed, Atiku Abubakar. Atiku is now advocating for Nigeria. So this whole thing is becoming, and me, what actually got me wondering is, The new head of state, allegedly, the new head of state, they say when you talk about soldier and military rule, it's not like democracy. Or I mean another state where there is democracy. So if there's no democracy in Rivers State, we are somewhere else practicing democracy. We have to talk about it. So the person that is appointed to be the new head of state or the new head of Rivers State is called Admiral Ibok Ete Ekwe Ibas. I don't know if that is correct if you are from the tribe. He's appointed. But wait, what has actually become a cause of concern is see his picture everywhere with Wike. Most of his trending pictures are with Wike. What a time to be alive in Nigeria because what is going on? This is blatant show that something behind the scene is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigeria president, fulfilling the wish of Wike allegedly and showing us that it's because of the unrest. Why don't you just call your person, Wike, your minister in Abuja, and tell him, can you just leave the River State people to function? Because one call would have solved all this problem. Like Dele Mamodo said, Dele Mamodo is one voice that has always stood for truth in Nigeria. He looked and said, those who fail to learn the lessons of history often becomes its victim. I have nothing but pity for those who seek to capture Nigeria, either brazenly or surreptitiously. Instead of a simple call to Wike by the president, asking him to face his assignment in Abuja and leave Rivers State alone, Tinubu prefers to overpamper a troublemaker by throwing away an elected governor through the back door. Allah Akbar. This one strong, oh. Aside all of this, Nigerian human rights advocates and lawyers have come out to say no, 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 that this is too much. Particularly, lawyer Stan Alieke said, President, you don't have any power at all, Mr. President, to suspend Fubara from office. He wrote and said, President Tinubu is bending the constitution. The president doesn't have any power to suspend or sack an elected governor. That is what a lawyer is saying, a legal senior practitioner. A governor can only lose his seat either by impeachment, by the state assembly, by death, or if he becomes mentally or medically incapacitated. And there is no way it is provided in the constitution that the president has the power at any point on any ground to sack an elected governor on any ground. The president legal advisors should properly advise the presidency. Tinubu, you do this one. But if we were to even look at the whole thing critically, what are you even expecting from a corrupt system? The people that came into power in corrupt form, from the presidency to everything within them. We also how that election happened. We also process Tinubu became president with. What are you expecting? Were you expecting anything more than this? Honestly, I personally was not expecting much. So we should start getting ourselves ready because what is still going to happen? Look at the illegal suspension of Natasha Oti from the Senate House. You suspended the woman that submitted a sexual harassment petition against the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, without even taking a look at the petition she submitted and saying the petition is dead on arrival. You went ahead to be the one to preside on your own matter. That's Godswill Akpabio. We have not finished the whole case before this one is, popping out, bumping out everywhere. And the president did not come out to say anything about it because it's their clique. Nyesom Wike, Godswill Akpabio, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now there is their group. They are there for one reason, which is their selfish interest to take Nigerian resources, to use taxpayers' money to live their good lifestyle. They are not there for the interest of you or I. So we should not expect anything more. It's a corrupt system. And we have to start talking about it because we know talk we are in trouble. Is it not better we talk? This is the worst living in Nigeria has been. Now back to Sim Fubara. I saw some video of a lot of people saying, Sim Fubara is so calm, he's becoming a weakling. What is going on? If they impeach him, he will be a weakling. My dear, never pray that somebody who is fighting you has an upper hand. Check it. Wike is close to the president. He has the members of the House of Reps in River State under his control. He has a lot of things under his control. So he's just using everything like a remote control to control rivers. How? One thing I think the president should have looked into is how can you, because of maybe your own ambition for 2027, because if Wike is in the system, Wike is going to help Bola Ahmed Tinubu, how can you allow one man's political ambition to mess up a whole state as big as Rivers State? Or is there more you two want to get from Rivers State? Please, we should be knowing all of this. So, how can Wike's interest be more important than a whole state, an entire state? Why will posterity not judge all of you? It's very sad. Some are even advising Fubara to take legal actions. But which judiciary are you going to? Is it the same judiciary they own? Well, let's say that the judiciary will be tested again. In case Sim Fubara choose to go to the judiciary or he choose to just go and stay at home, because even in the next 6 months, I don't think they want Sim Fubara back in that office. So I think it's impeachment by backyard that they just did him. Anyway, I didn't allegedly. I think it's impeachment by backyard, allegedly. Guys, just let me know what you think in the comment below. But the whole thing is a mess. The system is a mess. And you and I are the ones that need to start talking. My name is Ifeka, and I'm Voice of Truth.